Am I an idiot? I definitely did the sunset backwards. Hey, hi, hello, how's it going? So we're back at it with another art video. This time I did kind of a challenge video kind of thing. So I told my friend to pick a number 1 through 10 or whatever the fuck the highest number was, and he said 7. So I picked out 7 random colors and I painted anything with it. I honestly had no idea what I was gonna paint with it, but it uh, yeah, it definitely happened. And the first paint that I picked out was empty, and I was like, what the fuck? So I had to redo it. I'm also using these 3 bigger paints because I had them available. Basically, what I went for was like a setting kind of thing. What is that called? I went for like a nature setting picture because you can never go wrong with those. Except for me, because I could go wrong with those. Apparently. So I think the hardest part of this is that the only primary color that I have is red. Like, I don't even have a regular blue. I have purple and orange. I don't have yellow. I have that weird green that's right there. And you'll see, like, I don't paint the sun because there's no yellow. And it was hard to get the dynamics right because there was no black or white. So I'm gonna complain about that a lot because it was kind of a struggle. Am I an idiot? I definitely did the sunset backwards. I did the sunset upside down. It's supposed to look like this, not that. I'm just an idiot. And somebody's cutting the lawn outside and it's super loud. That's so fun. Anyways, you can see my hair in the camera. Anyways, so I paint the sunset upside down, as one does, and then I start to move on to the grass. And after I'm done with the grass, I end up using like all the colors that are available. And do you see that the way that brown looks? Like, I mixed it like for so long, and it still came out like that. The same thing with that orange, a little bit ago, but whatever. I don't even care. So the grass definitely went better than the sky, because another thing, I didn't even pick out like a black or a white. I didn't have my white available to me. It was like in the car and my sister had the car, but like I didn't have, what the hell did I use? Oh, I used green. I was I was like, "Wait, what did I use for those highlights?" It was the lighter green. Yeah, it was hard. It was definitely easiest to do the grass because I had 2 different types of green and then the brown to do the accents because it just looks like dirt. But for the rest of it, whenever I wanted to do like a shadow, it was kind of hard because I didn't have black or white and I couldn't really do much. And I touched the canvas right there, and I don't know why I did that, as because it was definitely still wet. I'm not sure why I did that. So then I move on to the trees, and it kind of looks strange at first, but it works out a little bit. The trees were also pretty easy to do. The leaves looked kind of iffy to me, but the tree bark itself looked okay. So here I'm just painting the branches so that I know where to put the leaves, and so that it looks like something underneath the leaves when I do it. And it kind of looks weird when I did that just now. I don't know why I did that, but um, it looks okay. Like, and then I like kind of did the I kind of fixed around like where the tree is supposed to go into the grass so that it looks like it's in the grass and not just like, floating there. But I burped. So yeah, I was really, I was happiest with how the grass looked in this, and then I kind of cover it up later, and you'll see why I cover it up later. But I start to do the leaves. It doesn't look that bad. For because the purple that I had right there was like the lightest color I had and like the least pigmented color I had. I kind of used it as the white for everything aside from like the sky and the grass. I like the cherry blossom look instead of a regular green look because that's like my favorite type of tree. They're so pretty. And this is like the saddest looking forest. I'm just realizing, like, I put like a couple of trees and like it's supposed to be like a park, but it's like the saddest looking park. Like, why is there only 3 trees and nothing else in there? Like, I wonder where this is taking place. Anyways, so yeah, just a little bit more detail to the grass and the tree park and whatnot, and then I wait for it to dry again. I just start to clean the brushes, and I'm like, okay. Yeah. So now that it's dry, I start working on the path, which is arguably the hardest part of this. I don't know. Yep, put the plate Put the plate right onto the painting. That works. Anyways, the path was the hardest part to paint from, like, arguably, because like I said, I didn't have black or white, so it was hard to do the dynamics. So I had to use the brown and the lavender to kind of make it look perspective wise, and it didn't work out for me, like, at all. Like, I try to add the red to make it look more okay-ish, but it wasn't looking like how I wanted it to. It's probably because the grass didn't like look like it was doing the same thing as the path. The grass didn't look like it was going the same way as the path. Like, it kind of just like a bumpy thing in the path, but the grass looks smooth. That's probably why it didn't work out. Anyways, I just wasn't happy with it. I was like, oh no. But I worked with what I could with the colors that I had, and that's why the grass ended up being covered, because I did the path, and then I was like, oh, that's not okay. So here I am painting the leaves, and it looked okay. Like, I wasn't a fan of it, but it was whatever. Aside from the upside down sunset and the leaves in the way, I think this painting went out okay. Like, especially since it was like 2 days and I had no idea what to paint, because what the fuck do you paint with the colors that you have other than a background? Like, you can never go wrong with a background, except for me. I could definitely go wrong with a background. I can definitely go wrong with a nature setting. But I'm just about done. I draw little people right here because I think it's kind of cute. I used a pencil because I didn't have the brushes that I needed available. I didn't have a lot of things available. Damn. Anyways, I didn't have the brushes I needed, and so I used a pencil, and then I was like, that's not working, so I used the regular paintbrush. Putting the red there because at the top it's red, even though cherry blossom trees don't really have red. I did this all with no reference, so I think it went okay having no reference. It doesn't look bad, but it's definitely not my best work, and that's why you always have, like, your colors available to you when you want to paint something. What did I learn? I learned that painting was hard. Yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to give the whole music a kiss goodnight. Bye bye.